Hi, Marta is here. Marta from Kool And The Gang, Lead Chess. Today I'll show you an OTB game I played last week. My opponent is over 1700 FIDE rated, so a very strong opponent. And I had the black pieces. Let's start. After d4, I played knight f6, and we got the Nimzo Indian with queen c2. Normally I play setups with b6 and d6, short castle, bishop b7, and things like this. But after queen c2, the only move I know is you should play d5, which I played. I learned this from a YouTube video from Jacobian, a lecture on YouTube. After e3, the Rubinstein system, I play castles, and after queen c2 I play d5. That's it, and here my theory ends. And after he played e3, I short castled, wanted to have a secure position, and after knight f3 I had my first 5-minute think before I played b6. I wanted to make sure that's okay and it is an okay move, and he took on d5. Now I didn't think for a very long time. I know that you should play pawn takes. Oftentimes I play knight takes in such positions. The reason behind this that I don't play pawn takes is because I wanted to put my bishop on this diagonal, and then it is blocked by my own pawn. But in this game I didn't want to play knight takes, but I played queen takes. And of course you can't play knight takes queen because the knight is pinned. And my idea was, if he would have played a move like bishop e2, I wanted to retreat my queen, and if then he plays a3, I wanted to go back and then put my bishop here, and I have this beautiful diagonal. That was my idea for the setup. The knight comes here, then c5, and then queen c7. But this didn't happen because he played a3 immediately, and this forces me to capture the knight, otherwise I lose my queen. So it takes, and this was the first surprise of the game. He takes with the queen. I thought he will take the pawn and then advance the pawn. Okay, he took with the queen. Okay, and this was my second think of the game for 5 minutes. I played c6. The idea behind this, the pawn is attacked, as you see, and I wanted to play bishop h6 for a moment, and I calculated queen takes, I lost the pawn, I take, and I think rook takes is bad, and I thought he will take with the king and then play h4, h5, maybe g3, put the king in here, and he has a safe king, and he's a pawn up. But if he takes here, I can retake, and now he can't take the pawn because the pawn is protected. That was my thinking, and I didn't like that I will lose a pawn in this position, so I played c6. After the game, this was the only position I checked out with an engine, and it turns out that bishop h6 is a good move. He can't take here because after this, and rook takes, it's the best move. I'm already nearly winning because of knight c6. But I played c6. And he developed his bishop, and I was happy to play now, bishop a6. And I thought he will castle, and then I will take his bishop, and he takes with the queen. But he took immediately, which surprised me too. I could develop the tempo. He castles now, and I played c5. And in this position, I was very happy. Queen d3. After a while, I noticed that he attacks my pony, and I retreat my queen. So I played queen e2. Now I played rook ac8. If it gives me the possibility, I will play c4. You can only stop it with taking the pawn, and I will take the knight, and I'm happy. Even after this, play here, and I'm super happy. It's a very, very nice position for black. But he played rook b1. I played c4, but I didn't see his next move. Knight d5, a good move, attacking the pawn already. And here I had to protect with the b pawn. He develops his bishop. He went bishop c3. And I didn't like his knight here, so I went for f6. He retreated his knight. It was a little trap. If he goes here with the knight, I play h5, and his knight can't go anywhere. And now I brought my other knight back, and he retreated his knight. And this was the second toughest decision in the game. What do I do now? Here I calculated a 4-move sequence, which led to a position which I thought was better for me. But strategically, it was a false decision. This bishop is so bad, I shouldn't exchange it, but I played knight takes bishop. I should have gone knight takes knight. I really wasn't sure. Okay, I took the bishop, and now his rook on b1 isn't too shabby. Yeah, this was a calculator in which came to board. He has to protect it with his f rook. He found it, of course. I attacked here. He defended it. I attacked this twice, and he protected everything. This was the 4-move sequence I was thinking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in advance I thought this was good. This was maybe the toughest decision in the game. From now on, I really think here I'm better, but from now on all things went wrong. I couldn't decide what to do now. I had no idea which move was the best. I think now I should retreat the queen to c7 or even d8, but I played rook fd8. Okay, I had an intention if he plays very silly. Let's see, let's play a move. Okay, now I come in with the rook. This was the square I wanted to get with my rook. Before, after h3, if I play e5 and he plays king h1, for example, I take, and I thought he won't go here because I have a passed pawn. He has to take here. I'll attack his queen. Queen moves anywhere, and I'll get in my knight, and I have a very good knight on d3. These were my dreams, but he played g3, which didn't allow knight f4 afterwards. The next wrong decision to play my pony back. I should have gone here again, and he moved forward. From now on, I was on the defense, and my queen was in Siberia. Yeah, g6. First I wanted to play here, my king, but then I saw that this is not possible. So I had to go back, and then I had wasted 2 moves. So I thought I will play g6 before, and then I can move my king. Both moves are kings. And after this move, he made the very good move f4. Both pawn moves, this was the intention of the knight move, both pawn moves don't work. If he plays e5, I play takes, and I jump in with my horse and I get in here. If he plays the other pawn to d5, something very similar happens. I can move the knight here or here, and then here. f4 was a much better move, and I played e5. Played e5, takes. Now he checks. Okay, he checks. I went out. He threatens something here on the d file. And after this good move, queen to g4, I had to play. I think I had to play queen d8. If I don't play it, for example, give me play here, take a rook. He has a check. And I'm a knight down. And if I play something like knight f6, I have to care a lot to not make this move. And he's up a knight again. So I retreated my queen. He doubles rooks. I exchanged rooks and then played knight f6. And I offered him a draw. He had 6 minutes, I had 10 minutes. He was in time trouble for over 10 moves. And this was the game, it was a draw. I hadn't analyzed it yet. I will do it now. Oh my gosh. I completely got it wrong. This was a very good game. After f4, which I thought this was a good move, we are nearly equal. And from here on it's such a mess. Queen g7 is a blunder, rook d2 is a blunder, and I was better again. Queen d8, the worst move, I was again better, and knight f6 and a draw of okay, this was a crazy game. We both were happy. This is all about what chess is: fun and happiness, peace. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Make love, not war. Much out.